Hey, good afternoon. Don't you just love synchronicity? I'm on my final day of my few days away from myself, and I just wanted to share what a profound learning or discovery that I've had today. And this morning, while having my morning coffee and just scrolling through social media, as I do to kind of support my friends and their businesses and their passions and missions in the world, I first of all came across a post from my darling friend Lisa Bevan in Your Mind Matters, and I truly recommend you go and take a look at her Facebook group. She's a mental health first aid trainer and has some really profound help, support and guidance within the mental health. She's so many more things, but that's what Your Mind Matters is about. And in there she posted this morning about toxic relationships, and it's worse being in a toxic relationship and feeling alone than it is being on your own without being in a relationship. That was the first thing I saw. So I commented on that post. And then I saw a beautiful post. Literally the next post was from my darling friend Yvonne, who shared an image of a guy and a girl, and he says, "Show me your scars," and she says, "Why?" and he replies, "So that I can know all the times you needed me and I wasn't there." And then the next post, and I shared that one, and then the next post, literally the next post down, was Samjhana, a really beautiful goddess photographer, who shared a post about She is Fire. And my understanding of that post, or what I took away from it, is the fact that a woman can feel sometimes she's too much, that she's too deep, and she feels like she doesn't belong anywhere. And really all it is the fact that she just feels the world so deeply and takes on the world's pain, that to heal that within herself is her gift back to the world. So there was these 3 posts this morning that really woke something up in me, and I recognised that in my deepest, darkest corner of my life, I've wanted there to be that someone, and in both times I thought I had it, it just wasn't there. And then yesterday I started writing in this really beautiful notebook that my darling friend Lisa Bevan gave me for my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't want to use it just as an everyday journal. It was too special for that. So I brought it away with me, not quite knowing what I would share in it. And the first thing I wrote was the naked truth of you right at the beginning, and I recognised that I was journeying about my work. But in the back of this beautiful notebook today, I started writing, and I'll share the images in there, because what I recognised from my post this morning is, because I've come away to gain clarity on moving forward with my life, on, I say who I am, but it's just that kind of, who am I in this world? And I wrote at the top of the page, my life has shown me why I am here. And my core values are love, fun and kindness. And they are 3 values that I have done my best to instill in my kids. And I remember sharing with them when we were living on our own, if we could practice these values in our household, then we would be doing a great thing, taking them out into the world. My last 3 values are community, which is coming together because we can't do it on our own. Vulnerability, because that for me is the action of expressing our true self and service and contribution, because this world would be nothing if we didn't share who we are. And that for me, I believe, is our purpose. And then I wrote, which was really interesting to me, in the deepest, darkest corner of my life where I contemplated the unforgivable, all I wanted was to be seen and held. And then I just left a teary message for Lisa, because this next line, this really struck me. Not to be rescued or to escape, which is what all these years I thought that's what I wanted in another person, but in the world, was to relieve me of my pain, was to come and save me. You know, one of my favourite songs is Holding Out for Hero, and I think where I have given of myself too much, given my whole self without keeping much back for me, because I think if I love you, you'll love me. So not to be rescued or to escape, but to know I mattered, I am enough and I am loved, to feel safe in my vulnerability, to feel safe as I bare my soul, to feel safe, full stop, to feel safe naked. And it's in these moments I realised it was me. It was never meant to be anybody else to hold space for me. And there began my journey with self-love. So what I've understood with more clarity now is that what I love to do and where I believe my calling is in the world is Vanessa Loves, holding the space for you as you return to love, right? And my message is naked, like the naked coach. And the reason I'm sharing this with you today is because my ego will tell me, shut up, Vanessa, it's not about you. My reason and my intention for sharing this is not for it to be about me, but to share where I have recognized myself and what I believe to be my Vanessa-shaped hole in the world, in an attempt to be able to help people relieve themselves of their own pain. And that's what I wrote in the very first page of what I believe my work is I dedicate my life and my work to reducing human suffering in the world by becoming naked. And that's what I want for myself, for all of us. Because hurt people. And as long as we are hurting, we will hurt other people. That's just the way it works. So for us to love first ourselves means then that we can love another. To be able to hold space for ourselves first means we are then able to hold space for another. So my passion and my commitment is to work on holding the space for myself so I can hold the space for you, for all of us, to ignite that part within you to love yourself first, so you can then hold the space for you and others you love, to come together as a community and as a tribe of people who do that for themselves first and each other. Can you imagine a world? Who knows whether I will experience that person, that romantic person, to do that for me. But what I've realised is it doesn't matter whether I do or not, because I'm there for me. And I have a beautiful life full of people who are also doing their very best to love and encourage and support me in being me, in being naked. So I really just wanted to share that with you today, because my ego was telling me not to. In the hope that maybe, if it resonates in some way with you, then I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear if you are willing to be naked. Because I would love to be able to support you in your journey, in the best way I know how, and that is to hold the space for you because I love you. And the reason I know I love you is because I love me. And that's the lie that I want to help people get over, is that to self-love or to love self is selfish, and it's not. It's necessary in this world if we want to create any positive change at all. So my beautiful friend Tepper is helping me create a commercial space, if you like, a space for us to come together. And we have that on Facebook in Vanessa Loves. I invite you to come and join us. And I know he's committed to this journey, and that's why he's committed to helping me create the space and to trust the process, that what we need, we can begin to create in that space, so we are then able to love selves, hold space for self, so we can hold space for other people to do the same. So my invitation is, if you would like to join in the love party, as I call it, then please either let me know or come and join in what we have already going on in Vanessa Loves, which will grow. I'm sure its content is, it can't not, with the people in there that we have committed to this journey. So thank you. Thank you for staying with me nearly 12 minutes, if you have. And any thoughts, questions or sharings, as ever, are insights for us all. And Vanessa Loves holding the space for you to return to love. Are you committed to this journey as I am? If you are, I'd love to hear from you. God bless. I'll catch you soon.